You understand? That's why they say, "I'll think about it." So why don't you make a decision now? You are a big organization. You are running a lot of things. You know what you want. So why do you need to think about it? Yeah? Eti jamani, kwa nini mtafikiria tuseme aliyokufikiria baadaye? Eti inamaanisha wewe hujampa reason kwamba wewe you worth that amount. Your product is worth that amount. Your product can solve his problem. William, ushakutana na objection kama hiyo ya we'll think about it. Yeah. And then wapi ilikuwa? Wapi ilikuwa? Yeah. So ulitatuaje?
Siko scenario tofauti, lakini we keep on having communication na customer. Sometimes anaweza change. Wengi wakiambiwa hivyo anakuwa anasubiria majibu kutoka kwa wote.
Okay. Yes. Behind the scene, mtu akikwambia I'll think about it, ni kwamba kuna vitu ambavyo is unspoken. Kuna vitu ambavyo mteja anashindwa kukuambia. So umeelewa? Client, there is an unspoken objection. So you need to sit down with the client and ask him, why you need to think about it? Why don't you make a decision now, Mr. Client? Why you need to think about it? Maybe, Mr. Client, tell me, maybe the problem is what? The budget is the problem? Or maybe it's not a fit, the product is not a fit? Or there is some feature which is missing. So, can you tell us, Mr. Client? Because you need to ask a very good question to him so that he can give you what you don't know. And most of the clients, as I told you, that they say they'll think about it because there is an unspoken complaint or objection. So you need to sort out by asking good question. If you ask good question, client will give you why you don't want to buy from you. Why they need to think about it. But to think about it, it means someone who run many years in bank, you know what you want exactly. They know that they are planning. They know that oh, maybe it's the wrong client sometimes. Client will tell you, oh, think about it. Maybe it's the wrong client. Then you fail to qualify. As we discussed previous, that there is several stages on actually in the sales cycle. There are several stages. If you wrongly qualify client, at the end of the day, you reach the stage of closing the business. Client will end up telling, "I'll think about it," because you failed to qualify them. So you need to know. You need maybe the problem it was yourself to qualify the wrong client, or maybe the problem is not yourself. If there is unspoken issues, so you need to ask questions so that you can identify what are those unspoken issues, and then you sort it out. At the end of the day, you end up closing the deal with the client, and then you move. Kila mtu kaelewa? Yeah? Mteja akisema I'll think about, unasemaje? Chukua maji.
Did you face sales objections for this sector?
For this seminar, I'll think about it.
Did you face any sales objections when you were promoting this seminar?
Seminar actually we just announced on social page, maybe Facebook, and just on Facebook and WhatsApp. Oh, we use
the question is, did you face any sales objections?
No, I didn't face any sales objection because there are some objection, but maybe I didn't notice it But from my side, I see the number that I want for this seminar, which is exactly what I get, because just a small seminar, and it's sold out almost every day, every week. We sold out the program. So because I know how to sort out the objection. I face objection, but I know how to sort out the objection. And especially when I qualify client, there's some objection that clients, you might face some clients, they show that they don't trust you. It communicates that they don't trust you, they don't have a trust. If clients, they don't trust you, it's very difficult for you to sell. I'm telling you, brother and sister, it's very difficult to sell clients who don't trust you, because people, they buy product from the client that they trust. And if you don't build your trust to client, at the end of the day, you'll fail. What do you expect? So if you're a sales immigrant, you know that it's very important before I initiate anything to client, before I move to the closing stage, I need to build a trust to client that my product, it's the right product, and also I'm someone who actually is reliable and have a credibility. So that's very important. If you don't build that, at the end of the day, client will raise this objection. And when this objection comes, you need to know how to handle it. Good news, if you're a sales immigrant, all sales immigrants, they use testimonial, endorsement as a tool to handle this objection. Sales immigrant wote duniani wanatumia testimonial, endorsement kama silaha ya kutatua hii sales objection. Hii objection okay. So how? You have previously you have a happy client and currently you have a happy client. You need to ask your happy client to give you a testimonial later, endorsement later. You need to carry with it. You need to, when you are visiting clients, you need to have it. Maybe 10 or 20, even 5 or even 2. A few letters. It's written that appreciation for maybe service nzuri iliyotolewa, au maybe barua ya kwamba kufanya kazi ya na mtu fulani. So and there, at the end of the day, it's very short, just one page, and then maybe that's the CEO of that company, maybe CEO of Exim Bank. If you have already worked with Exim Bank, you need to sign. Dinesh, I think his name is Mr. Dinesh. So you need to sign there. I know Mr. Appreciation, maybe a good work done by, provided by Mikono. So refer the heading above. I know Mr. Flan, kama nimefanya naye kazi, ilikuwa very successful na tumekuwa tumeridhika 100%. Simeelewa? So maybe to concern kwamba huyu jamani reliable, trusty, and then pale chini alikuwa assigned. If you're a salesperson, you need to have this letter, because sometimes when you visit client, sales objection kama hii inakuwa inajitokezaga. Simeelewa? So you need to tell the client that someone ambaye na credibility. Sawa? Well, this is some of the clients that we have already worked with them, and they're happy. You can see their endorsement here and their signature, Mr. Prospect. And most of these people, they are very happy. They are very happy working with us. They are very happy working with us because they approach us, and at the end of the day, maybe they don't trust us before, like you, and then at the end of the day, they end up become our good referral, because they refer ourselves to many of other clients who are looking for good service like this one. So, Mr. Prospect, are you looking to work with us? At the end of the day, automatically, Mr. Prospect is going to say, why not? Because people, they are selfish. If they heard about good news that happened to someone, automatically they want also the same service to them. So that's very important. As a sales immigrant, you need to have a testimonial letter. Good example. When we are approaching some of the training, some of the maybe I used to work with Asim Jamal, so we partnered together previously. I think it was 4 years ago, 3 years ago. So when we are approaching some big clients, big account, maybe in Kenya, in Nigeria, or South Africa, or Tanzania, what we are doing is we just have our endorsement letter, and so that when something came up, if clients they don't trust us, so we give them some endorsement letter. So at the end of the day, they end up signing up with us some very big deals: a 1 year contract, 2 years contract, 3 years contract, 6 months contract, training contract. So at the end of the day, we end up signing up with a lot of clients because of this kind of endorsement letter. So it's very important for you as a sales immigrant. You need to have it. Mmenielewa jamani? Mmenielewa vizuri eh? Ni muhimu kuwa na nini? Endorsement letter. Sawa? Very important. Very, 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 very important. So another objection is I won't be, maybe it's bad timing, or I won't be around that time. Maybe especially for this kind of objections happening to safari or to a company or sales training company, conferencing, event organizer. Some clients I will tell you, I won't be around by that time. Do you think that that's the truth? Yeah? Nafikiri huo ni ukweli. Yeah? Asilimia 90 I won't be around. I won't be around. I won't be around by that time. Most of clients, they use that excuse that they use that as an excuse not to work with you or to avoid you, calling them because they have already tell you that they won't be available by that time. Maybe your conference or maybe your package is on when. We are selling the safari package to Ngorongoro, 600 USD for 3 days, 2 nights, or maybe Dubai or whatever. And when you are pushing the product, client is keeping telling you that time I'll be maybe in another country. So sorry, I won't be able to take it. So how are you going to handle such kind of objection? Utaenda vipi your objection? Mteja amekwambia kwamba I won't be around. The truth is, most of the clients, they use that as a tool to avoid you. And most of sales, non-sales immigrants, they end up surrendering. This client say that he won't be around, so you can leave him. No, it doesn't work like that. 95% of the clients who are telling you that they won't be around by that time, they are lying to you. If you are approaching them at that time, the same time, the research show that they are available, but they use that as an excuse of avoiding not work with you. So, how are you gonna sort out that challenge, that objection? Yeah?
Actually, in this situation, the client is testing you.
Yes, testing. Yeah, sure.
It's testing you that how serious and committed you are to get his business.
Yes.
And we especially face this objection that call me after 3 months, call me after 2 months.
Yes, yes.
Actually, he is available.
Yes.
That's what I agree.
They are all of them.
But
Yes.
it's only how we can win is by persuasion, by follow-up, by strong follow-up.
Yes.
Keep reminding him
Yes.
or her that see, this offer is very limited.
Mm.
We may have change of plans. We are still available.
That's good.
Those type of engagements,
Mm.
constant engagements with the customer who has objection on timing.
Yes. Yes.
That's way to mitigate
Yes,
the
I'm
objection
listening.
and win the sale.
Yes. Yes. Continue, Mr. Sauri.
Yeah.
Yes,
I wanted to put
I like your point. Follow-up. As I mentioned previous, I think you remember Mr. Masala, follow-up is where you find there is a fortune. If you don't make a follow-up, you won't do anything. You end up being a loser as a non-sales immigrant. So follow-up is it's something very important in sales. So what else? What are you going to do when client is telling you that I won't be around by that time? Jin, if I'm telling you I'm your client, I'm telling you that by that time I won't be around, or maybe this is a bad time. We have already budgeted. What are you going to do?
And just say follow-up email,
Hmm.
constantly engage them, call
Yes.
them,
Yes.
just polite reminders.
Yes.
In case you're still interested in this product, it's still available.
Hmm.
So it's basically being able to engage the
Mm.
client, not
Okay.
just shutting them out and saying, oh, this is not a deal for you to follow up.
Okay. The truth is, I like your point. The truth is, most of the clients who are telling you they won't be available, they mean that they need a reason why they should spend their time by that time. Why they should spend their time with you on that time, and why they should care. Most of the clients, they don't want to care. You understand? That's a,
It's human nature.
yeah, it's human nature. They don't care. So you need to give them the reason why they should care, and give them a very good example. Maybe you can give a testimonial. Maybe, maybe let's say it's CRDB, and you're selling event. Maybe you're selling event to CRDB, or let's say Exit Bank. You're selling event to Exit Bank. By that time, our staff, they are going to be in Dodoma and Arusha, so we won't be able to attend your program. That's something very nice. I like it. So, how are you going to answer your client, your prospect? Is, you know, by this at this day, most of the clients have already made the decision to take. And we have a lot of happy clients that have already decided to work with us, like NMB, like Exim Bank, and other clients. All of them are going to be there. And to me, that if you are not going to be there, all of them are going to be there. So at the end of the day, sometimes it's a risk for you, because most of your competitor, they'll learn a lot of things there, and you're going to miss. And something they're going to learn from that program is going to, is going to take you out in the market. So competition will beat you in the market. So why don't you attend this program? Because this program is very important for you, and if you don't make a decision, the competition will kick you out of the market. So unafikiri hiyo jambo zuri au sio jambo zuri kwa Mr. Prospect? I don't know. Wow. That's the implication. That's the implication of that. Wow. At the end of the day, client will think twice. Like when you're selling the holiday package, holiday package, you're selling about wellness, tranquility, having a balanced life, and also production of the, high quality human being, because people who are traveling, they're relaxing and getting time to, they are very productive. They're very productive compared to the one who actually they are there every day. They don't take likizo. They are still at the office throughout the year. So the level of productivity is going down. So if company they want to have a productive people, this is the way to go. Understand? So if you are not going to make a decision to attend this, to take maybe package, all the package from the staff, the repercussion is other companies will do it, and the productivity of the staff will went up. So, and this one is going to affect your company in one way or another. At the end of the day, we might lose the market share. Are you willing, Mr. Prospect, to lose your market share? Yeah? Are you willing for that? They will think twice. They will think twice, and they will make a decision to buy the product. Otherwise, you didn't qualify them well. You wrongly qualify them. Kama ulo qualify vibaya kwenye stage ya mwanzoni kule, itakuletea matatizo. Sawa? Na tulidiscuss ile wiki iliyopita kwamba mambo ya sales, mambo ya sales process. Sales process hizi zote ni muhimu katika kuzifuata. If you didn't qualify people in a first stage, my God, when you reach this stage, you're going to fail. So that's how you handle that objection. Number 5. Your company is too small. Wangapi ambao umesikia kwamba your company is too small? Yeah? Most of the clients, they might raise the objection like your company is too small. And how can we trust you? You are just one army man, or just one army man. And how are you going to guarantee us in case you are sick, in case maybe you die, the continuity of the service is going to be there? How? And what if we need maybe what kind of most of our small business are facing? You don't have a capital. Maybe sometimes we pay you in advance. So how are you going to guarantee us that the service is going to be there always? Technology. Speed of the work. So most of the clients, most of their concern for your company is too small, is your reliability and how they can trust you. Maybe it's your first time, your first client maybe, and utawezaje kwamba kujidhibitisha wewe ni mtu sahihi? How are you going to give the clients the reason you are the right person?
At mikonospeakers.com